Hi there. I am Scott Brinker. Welcome to the course here. You may know me as the editor of ChiefMartech.com, the person who's created those crazy MarTech landscapes over the years. I'm also the VP of Platform Ecosystem at HubSpot and an advisor to Workato. So I'm very excited you're here. I know you're here to really dig into how you are advancing your skills as a ops leader, marketing ops, revenue ops, all the wonderful things you can do on the Workato platform. I just wanted to take a moment to, provide a little bit of context. I guess starting with that crazy MarTech landscape. If you've seen this over the years, a decade ago, there were around 150 marketing technology solutions, which, I mean, at the time seemed like quite a bit, right? But then over like a decade here, there was just this incredible exponential growth. The version we published in May of 2022, 10,000 different solutions. And this is just MarTech. It's not unique to MarTech. We're seeing this happen across, well, pretty much every domain. I call this the great app explosion, that through a combination of cloud infrastructure that's available, just so powerful, so cheap, open source projects, the ability to collaborate with developers worldwide, like all these barriers that there used to be to creating software, whether it's commercial package solutions or custom applications inside a business, right? I mean, these barriers have just like fallen away, and so we've had this incredible explosion of all these new apps and platforms. I guess if we were going to say, sort of abuse a line from Dickens, we'd say, hey, it's the best of times, well, and the worst of times. Well, the best of times because you've got all this incredible innovation, that's now at your fingertips to be able to harness. Maybe the worst of times because, wow, okay, well, it's great that there's all these innovative apps and platforms out there. Like, how do you actually get these things orchestrated together? And this is really where, we've seen the importance of integration. This has been one of the top themes in the MarTech industry, not surprisingly, for the past 5 years. There was a study from the folks at MarTech.org a few months ago, where they were asking people, why do you replace one MarTech application with another? And as you might imagine, the most important thing is like, okay, well, there are certain features or capabilities with one. You might also imagine that, right, costs would be a factor, and it is. But it was the number 3 factor. The number 2 factor was integration. People are making choices about the commercial software they buy based on how well it integrates. Because this is really where you come in, as an ops leader. I mean, it's an incredible time. Again, going back to Dickens, best of times, worst of times, is because you really are at the center of how we're able to take all these raw materials of the technologies and orchestrate them together into a larger strategy that has process and operations, that really tailor to your particular business, whether it's like internal operations or ultimately the things that are feeding the customer experiences that are visible to the outside world. All of this is falling on the shoulders of ops teams, whether it's marketing ops, sales ops, revenue ops combined, partner ops. We even go beyond the revenue side of the house, right? I mean, there's just ops everywhere. There's ML ops, there's data ops, there's finance ops, there's legal ops. It is like the era of big ops. And I think of this in some ways a bit parallel to how for years we talked about big data. How do we deal with this challenge of this incredible variety and velocity and volume of data? Well, all right, we're starting to get our arms around that, but where the game has shifted now is not the raw data, but it's now all the operations on top of that data. It's all the different apps and algorithms and agents and analyses and automations that are happening on top of that data. And so this is, again, an incredible explosion of a new professional challenge. People have been talking about digital transformation for years. This is digital transformation, how you orchestrate all of these different tools and data into coherent capabilities and process inside your organization. It really is the golden age being an ops person and being in the trenches with this. It's an incredible amount of work. It's also such an amazing adventure. to be learning this, to be on the cutting edge of this, and to increasingly be getting the credit inside organizations, for the key roles that you play. I mean, choosing a career in ops at this point, kudos to you. This is actually a really brilliant move. Don't know if you planned it this way or, you basically hey, following my passion of what I want to do. Well, however you got here, congratulations, because I think you're on a really phenomenal career path. The future executive leaders of companies, I think we're going to see more and more of them coming from an ops background, because ops is really about this synthesis of the strategy of what's possible, but combining that with the actual know-how and the mechanics to bring that to life. And so at the intersection of strategy and operations is just an incredible opportunity. So as you carry on here with this course, I hope you keep that horizon in mind. There's just an incredible opportunity here for you to have a huge impact, on your company and ultimately the profession of marketing ops, revenue ops, sales ops as well. Best luck on your journey. Hope to catch you online or at an event sometime. Take care.